So Jackson Hinkle is in Yemen right now. Jackson Hinkle is in Yemen. And Yemen has been the best friend of Palestine. Whenever the whole world turned their back on the Holocaust that was happening to Palestine, Yemen, they would, in small measures, do defensive measures. They would protect, their friend Palestine. Like Norman Finkelstein says, it was like the freaks against the circus owners. The freaks are going to stand up, for each other. Jackson Hinkle is in Yemen, and, there's some criticisms of him. You had Richard Medhurst that says that he's just basically plagiarizing Richard Medhurst's stuff. And then somebody else says that he likes Tulsi and he likes Sergey something. And yet, I find this just incredibly brave. This is incredibly brave because him being in Yemen, it definitely humanizes. It humanizes Yemen. It humanizes them. This reminds me of when Max Blumenthal went into Venezuela. When Max Blumenthal went into Venezuela, I felt like he kind of showed that, the people of Venezuela were a nice, good, calm people. And so it humanized them. So I'm not actually seeing a whole bunch of his videos. So let's just Yemen and Jackson Hinkle. Let's see what we find. Because he's actually shaking hands with this guy. This guy is the foreign minister that's USS Harry Truman. And so he was the spokesperson of Yemen, right? So there's the big controversy right now with going through the Red Sea. You got the big corridor, right, between Africa and the Middle East. So you can go all the way around Africa, but you have to go through the Red Sea. And in order to go to the Red Sea, you're going right next to the coast of Yemen. And so Yemen has made shipping by belligerent nations more difficult. So he visited the site of last night's U.S. bombing on Yemen, which killed 5 civilians. So check us out.
We're all living very close by. We are here in Yemen, specifically at the location in Sana'a, which was bombed by the United States late last night. We're all living very close by. This attack by the United States, it killed 5 people. 14 individuals were injured. This is a civilian zone. There were civilians walking around who were killed. Why the hell are our taxpayer dollars being used to kill civilians halfway across the world? For what? For Israel? I don't understand. The United States was founded on a revolutionary tradition. They called the founders of our country war criminals. The same exact term that is used to label the civilians here who are fighting for their sovereignty and their future against the aggression of the Zionist entity. The people here are being targeted because they stand with Gaza against the genocide, and for that, their families, their loved ones, innocent civilians are being targeted. You can see behind me, the scorched earth goes all the way back there to the surrounding buildings. These are all civilian homes. The surrounding buildings were also impacted, and now people cannot live there. America, is this where you want your taxpayer dollars going? Our cities are falling apart, but instead of fixing that, Donald Trump is doing exactly what Netanyahu wants him to do, which is getting involved in another endless war halfway across the world. This needs to come to an end. And to those of you on the USS Harry Truman, you do not have to listen to the commands of your commander-in-chief. You can choose to consciously object committing these war crimes on a daily basis and killing innocent civilians. Do better. You do not have to be a part of this satanic, anti-human war criminal plan that is crafted by Netanyahu in the United States. And they say it's 12,000 years old, at least, right?
Yeah, at least.
At least 12,000 years old.
This is our manuscript. We have manuscripts.
Yes.
We have
yes.
manuscript. This is from the biggest and the oldest historic cities in the world.
Yes.
Yeah. After that, it is in Morocco.
In Morocco.
Morocco and Damascus.
And you can see it's just, the architecture here is incredible.
It's a big city. It is a big city. It is 2 kilometers.
Yes, it's very big.
It is very big.
Very big.
About 2 kilometers area. It is 59 neighborhoods. 59 neighborhoods. 59 neighborhoods.
I was looking at some of the old art and architecture from old Sana'a, from the old civilization, and it seemed to have influenced a lot of Egyptian art, and even the Sphinx. And
it is not just old city of Sana'a. This is because Sana'a.
Yes.
It is the old city of Sana'a.
Yes.
It's the part. This is the old part.
Yes. Very good. In Yemen, and first of all, absolutely beautiful here. It's incredible. The view, the people here, the food, everything that they make. But one thing I noticed was we're on the top of this building right now, and there are all these solar panels, as you can see. I said, why the solar panels? They said, Jackson, it's because the United States, Israel, are bombing our power generators in Old Sana'a. They bombed, 12,000 homes were destroyed, 5,000 completely destroyed, 23 people were killed. It's crazy. These are just innocent civilians living here. And this city is about 8 to 12,000 years old. Why the hell would anyone who claims to be a humanitarian, a Christian, a Muslim, anything, a person of God and faith, why would they ever bomb one of the oldest cities and civilizations on the face of the earth? It's disgusting and criminal. So he met with Jal Aladdin, and Jal Aladdin said it was a wonderful meeting. Here's somebody criticizing Jackson Hinkle being there. I was due to travel to Yemen 3 days ago for this, but knew that Hinkle and his handlers would milk his presence there to be about him, not Palestine or Yemen, so chose not to participate. His presence is an insult to the Palestinian and Yemeni resistance and civilians. He's bringing a lot of attention to it, and he's humanizing the people of Yemen. He went to Palestine. He's going to these countries that are essentially being bombarded, right? I mean, Hassan Abi was too scared to go to Palestine. Can Hassan Abi go to Yemen? His presence is an insult to the Palestinian and Yemeni. Even J.D. Vance wouldn't even go to Ukraine, right? And he's got the entire U.S. government behind him. Jackson Hinkle's just going as a citizen. So with what? An entourage of 4? How many people does he? Don't surprise when he makes the claim that he was nearly killed in Yemen. How can you expect a flip-flop and grifter who supports Trump even after he listed Ansar Allah as terrorist to be honest voice for Palestine and for Yemen? He's really taking it up a notch. I'm ashamed and concerned that Hinkle and Lali are being hosted in Yemen. The reputations are tarnished. It's clear they lack principles and the values of the Axis heroes. This is a misstep. I mean, he was a supporter of Trump. I mean, he posted this picture where he's got like a gun, walking with Donald with a gun. Richard Medhurst, he has been stealing my work and posting it as his own for years, literally copying and pasting it with zero changes. He plagiarizes for clicks. He's unqualified to talk about the Middle East and simply exploiting people's struggles and work. Went in touch with the barge pole. I think it's very brave and courageous what Jackson Hinkle is doing with all his faults and failings. You know, just like Rachel Zegler, she may have some hiccups, right? She's not perfect, but long live Yemen. I mean, look at this. This has nearly a million views. Who else could get this kind of attention? Jackson Hinkle's a Zionist spy. How the hell did he get to Yemen even though he used to work for the Zionist? He very much speaks up against the Zionist. So, you know, that's like a laughable criticism. And to say he's a double spy, he's just an American, a young American. He tried to run for city council like in Orange County or something, and you motherfuckers didn't want him to be city councilman. So now he's a fucking internet star, and he's using his internet star power to, you know, showcase what's going on in Yemen. And all these posts is, I love Yemen, and he's meeting with the Yemeni people, and the people of Yemen seem to be loving him. So the criticism, it just seems like they want to take from his shine, right? They're taking from his shine right now. So here's some more, you know, images of Yemen. And I'll do one more video after this, and then that'll be it. For the people that want to talk traitor shit, like the Confederates who fought against the United States of America, oh, they only fought against the United States of America, you know. I actually come back to this one. This is how they light cigarettes. They shoot the cigarette, and when it...
Bravo. Bravo.
I can't stand the genocide of Palestine. 400,000 people have been killed. The ceasefire was intentionally fucking killed by Netanyahu. The whole deal was Hamas had to get out of the government, but Israel had to stop its occupation. But Israel wants to steal all the fucking land and do the Riviera, right? Put a bunch of hotels up and shit. They've been trying to steal the damn land since 1948. Two-state solution means you gotta live next to your neighbor. You can't just go over to your neighbor's house and try to take their land and house and people and pretend you're not doing it. What? All I was trying to do is steal your house. Why are you mad at me? And he posted this in 2023. So this is an old footage. To say that he's a Zionist spy, that's laughable. That's fucking stupid. That's stupid. He's a virulent critic. He's wrong on Ukraine. He's on Putin's side, on Russia's side with Ukraine. But on Gaza, on Palestine and Israel, he's 100% on the side of Palestine. 100%. There's no doubt in my mind about that. And actually, Jackson Hinkle went to Venezuela too and talked to Maduro. Talked to Maduro when they were sitting there talking about how the election was bullshit. So this takes courage, this takes bravery. People want to say it's all about him. It's about him and his mission. So it's about both, you know? It's about both.